A very good morning to all of you. Here I am going to start with the new topic Kingdom Protista. But before going to start, first revise our previous class content, then we proceed to the today's topic. In previous class, first we discuss about in previous class we have already discussed about the Kingdom Monera, or according to the R.H. Whitaker, he classified all living organisms into five kingdoms. Kingdom Monera, in which all the bacteria are included into Kingdom Monera. Then Protista, in which all the unicellular eukaryotes or protozoans included in Kingdom Protista. Then Kingdom Fungi, in which all the fungus or uh, fungi included into the Kingdom Fungi or fungus. Now another is plant kingdom and then animal kingdom. These are the five kingdoms classified by the R.H. Whitaker. Now according to his classification, we are going to discuss about the different kingdom. In previous class we have already discussed about the Kingdom Monera, in which eubacteria are present. Eubacteria, then archaebacteria and heterotrophic bacteria mostly we have discussed. Now there are on the basis of their structure they can be also divided into classes: bacilli, cocci, vibrio, spirillum. So these are on the basis of their structure or the structure they are grouped into different classes. Now after this, archaebacteria include the most of the bacteria which survive in most harsh condition, marshy area, salty area, all of these things, like thermobacillus, like methanogens. So now all these bacteria present in most adverse condition, but overall the eubacteria shown by the cyanobacteria, or also said to be blue green algae, have a special compartment or chamber in which they synthesize or fix nitrogen Now after this, then we have discussed about the heterotrophic bacteria, in which most of the harmful bacteria we have studied about the chlorella or typhoid causing bacteria, then citrus canker causing bacteria. These are the disease causing bacteria in plants and animal too. Then some are useful bacteria like bacillus lab, rhizobium, which fix nitrogen in the root nodules of legume plants. Methanogens are also useful for us. Then we have discussed the smallest cell of living world, mycoplasma, or which survive in anaerobic condition. So overall these are the about the Monera group or Monera kingdom, about the bacteria. Now students, let us discuss about the kingdom Protista. Kingdom Protista. According to the Kingdom Protista, in the Protista group, all the single cell eukaryotes placed into the Protista group, they are not photosynthetic because of lack of chloroplast. So but they have cell wall. Due to this reason, the scientists Carolus Linnaeus include the protistans, or actually not the cell wall, actually cell membrane, in the animal group. but they because the distinct features shown by these organisms, so that they are included into the Protista, a separate kingdom. Now, in our book include chrysophytes, euglenoids, slime molds, and protozoans. So overall, these are the some animals which included into the subgroups included into the Protista. So chrysophytes are mostly golden algae. They are present in fresh water group. Sorry, they are not photosynthetic because of lack of chloroplast. So, but they have cell wall. Due to this reason, the scientists Carolus Linnaeus include the protistans, or actually not the cell wall, actually cell membrane, in the animal group, but they are because the distinct features shown by these organisms, so that they are included into the Protista, a separate kingdom. Now, in our book include chrysophytes, euglenoids, slime molds, and protozoans. So overall, these are the some animals which included into the subgroups included into the Protista. So chrysophytes are mostly golden algae. They are present in fresh water. So dinoflagellate, they are present in marine water. Or flagellate, that means they have two flagella, or non-equal type of flagella. Euglenoids, most mainly euglena included into the euglenoid. Slime molds, some fungus like association shown by, or slimy like association shown by the slime molds, or mucus secreting. These are the organism, or they spread mostly like the fungus. Now protozoans includes amoeba, paramecium, sporozoans, all these kinds of unicellular organism. Now mostly they are are primarily aquatic. They survive in aquatic fresh water or the marine water. But these plant link between, or form link in between plants and animals, because they and fungus too, because all the living organism, for example euglena is a protist, belongs to the Protista, but have some plant like characteristic. If we talk about the amoeba, they also have some animal type of characteristics. So deal link, they are linked with the plants, animals, and fungi too. Slime molds linked with the fungi. Dinoflagellates linked with the animal group. Euglena linked, some animals of euglenoids linked with the plantae group. Or also, if we talk about the reproduction, protists reproduce by asexually or sexually, or mostly the sexually. We know about that, they produce form gametes, then a zygote. Obviously the zygote formation will occur during the sexual reproduction, or asexual reproduction, that reproduction without the formation of gametes. Now, what are the groups which include into the Protista? These groups are chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, and slime molds, protozoans. Now let us discuss about the protozoans, uh, chrysophytes. So chrysophytes include mostly diatoms and golden algae. So the chrysophytes mostly belongs to the algae. Algae also show the plants group. So we also said uh, can uh, can be said that they belongs to the plantae group. Now the plant mostly they are microscopic floating type of body or passively flow with the water current, sorry, like planktons, most of the planktons. So which kind of, either be zooplanktons or zooplanktons or planktons. Just now, most of them are photosynthetic because they have diatoms or golden algae, so they are photosynthetic, or soap box like of appearance included by these, and soap box like of appearance due to the wall of because the wall formed by the silica, and diatoms have left behind large amount of cell wall deposit in their habitat. So due to the accumulation of cell wall, the billions of years is referred to as the accumulation of their cell wall is referred to as diatomeous earth. So being gritty, this soil is used in polishing, filtration of oil syrup because of their characteristic nature, because they are formed by the silica or the cell wall. So what are the main points, if we talk about the main points of the this group? So mostly the plants, because they are formed by the golden algae. Now next point is they may be because all the living organism are aquatic, so most of the belongs to fresh water. Then soap box like arrangement of their cell wall or soap box, or the wall is formed by silica, or due to accumulation of that diatom cell wall, large accumulation, the due to the billions year, the earth is referred to as diatomeous earth. Or being gritty because of the silica present in this substance, the soil is used in the polishing, filtration of oil and syrups. Now diatoms are chief producers of in the ocean. Chief producer, that means they have large productivity because of their plant characteristics. Now next is dinoflagellate. So dinoflagellates are mostly they are marine, and also they are photosynthetic and appear in blue, green, brown, red, yellow, blue, green, red, yellow, brown. So due to the presence of pigments, uh, the cell wall, because mostly they are photosynthetic, so they may be their uh, some features resembles plant kingdom because of the presence of cell wall or chloroplast. So cellulose plate present in the cell wall, the outer surface, most of them have two flagella or they are dissimilar. One lies longitudinally and the another one uh, transversely in the furrow between the wall plates. So two flagella are present, often very red dinoflagellates. Example is Gynolex undergo such rapid multiplication that they make seed appear red in color, also said to be red tide due to the large multiplication or large uh, uh, reproduction power of dinoflagellates. So toxins released by such large number of may even kill other marine animals such as fishes. So they create the toxicity also created by the such type of organism. So dinoflagellates, if we talk about the dinoflagellates, the important points are of dinoflagellates are they are marine, photosynthetic, cell wall is present, or the cellulose plate, stiff cellulose plate present on outer surface, or two flagella are present, dissimilar, may be dissimilar in size, or one present on longitudinally or one on the transverse furrow between the plates, between the wall plates, or example is gonilex, or they undergoes in multiplication division to form uh, large number of dinoflagellates. Due to the appear in large number of dinoflagellates, the color of sea become red, or also said to be red tides appear in the sea, or the toxins are also produced by the dinoflagellate. They create the toxicity and kill the fishes. Now next is the euglenoids. Euglenoids. So euglenoids are also freshwater organism, mostly freshwater organism, majority of them freshwater organism, stagnant water. Instead of cell wall they have a protein rich layer called pellicle. So they lack they lack protein or cell wall, they lack cell wall first. Then pellicle is present in such type of organism, or their body is so flexible. Also have two type of flagella, dissimilar in size, one short, here is one short and one long flagella. Now one long flagella, uh, they also represent photosynthesis. So here is photosynthesis represented by such type of organism in the presence of sunlight. So they do not represent cell wall, but another characteristic of plant is chloroplast, or they synthesize food through the inorganic substance, or they convert the into the organic substance simply. So overall, they lack cell wall but can synthesize food. Now so when agar sunlight, if the sunlight is not present, they represent heterotrophs, they behave as heterotrophs. That means they are not able to synthesize their own food, they get their food by different another source. Now they predate smaller organism. So they predate organism smaller organisms. Interestingly, the pigments of euglenoid are identical to those in the higher plants. So simply they are similar to the chlorophyll. Now example is euglena, because the euglenoid group is present, so resemble the euglena animal. Now next is slime molds. Slime molds are saprophytic like fungus. So this one is saprophyte fungus slime mold. Now they represent the saprophytic protist, or body grow or moves on decaying twig or leaves, such like fungi. So they represent the fungus characteristics, but not fully fungus, but represent that means they are saprophytic in nature and moves or grow on the decaying twig and leaves, or engulf organic material. So under suitable condition suitable condition they form a aggregation called plasmodium. So they also represent the plasmodium. So many characteristic of different animals shown by the slime modes, that plasmodium grow and spread over several feet, or during unfavorable conditions the plasmodium differentiates and form fruiting bodies. Now bearing fruit spores at their tips, or the spore poses true wall, they are extremely resistant and survive for many years even under adverse conditions. The spores are dispersed by air current. So, but they grow. The favorable condition of this such type of organism are mostly the rainy season are favorable condition. They can also grow on the soil too, but soil must have the decaying leaves and twigs or other organic substances. So these are the some important point. Now next is the protozoans, and the last one. So protozoan, all protozoans are heterotrophs and live as predator or parasites. They are believed to primitive relatives of animals, so like amoeboids. Amoeboid protozoan, they have pseudopodia, live in fresh water. They move or capture by invagination or evagination, such like of method, or they form pseudopodia false feet like in amoeba. They also, the pseudopodia is not formed in ant amoeba, but because of their parasitic adaptation, so amoeba are parasite in the large intestine of human. Now flagellated protozoans like trypanosoma, these are also parasite, cause sleeping sickness. Another have flagella or locomotion by flagella. Ciliated protozoans like paramecium, the numerous uh, paramecium found on the cell membrane over the body surface of the cell surface of the paramecium, or have cavity called gullet that opens to the outside of the cell surface, or help in they have the coordinated movement of rows of cilia cause the water laden with food to be steered into the gullet. So through the gullet they also capture the food. Example is paramecium, as we know. Now next is protozoans. Sporozoans. Sporozoans do not represent any type of locomotory organ. Actually, locomotory organ in such type of organism are absent, or they are spore-like organization of their body. So that's why they are denoted by the sporozoans. Plasmodium is an unique, or is an uh, example of sporozoans, or which is a parasite of malaria, cause malaria, or so disease is deadly, actually deadly disease if not cured or not cured. So it can also cause death of the patient also. So overall there are so many species of plasmodium found, and that means overall four species: oval, vivax, or falciparum, malaria. These are the some species of the plasmodium cause disease in human or different type of malaria. 24-hour malaria with incubation period, and 72 with incubation period malaria. Our 72-hour incubation period showing malaria. Now overall these are the some important points of the uh, different groups of protista. So overall if we talk about the different organism, different unicellular, uh, single cell eukaryotic organisms, so they represent unique feature or unique characteristic by different this type of organism. But overall if we talk about the protistans, they shows most of the characteristic in a single organism, in a single cell. That means they represent the photosynthetic as well as fungal characteristic, animal characteristic too, with fungal or plant characteristics. So overall if we are generally talking about the chrysophytes. So chrysophytes, mostly they are uh, they are freshwater planktons, calcareous or shell present, formed by the silica or cause diatomeous earth. Now or using polishing and the other filtration of oil and syrup formation. Now next is dinoflagellates. So dinoflagellates have two flagella, one on the furrow, one longitudinally. They multiply, produce toxin. Multiplication cause large number of dinoflagellates in the sea, or cause red tides, or appearance of sea in red in color, or may kill living marine organisms such as fishes. Now euglenoids, euglena shaped, euglena is an example of euglenoid, or which show generally two flagella of different size, one short one long, or one short and one long, represent by different organism of euglenoid. Now their pigment also similar to the higher plant. They are photosynthetic, but in the absence of sunlight they become shows heterotroph, like have their food by heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now slime molds represent the fungal like association. They are saprophytic, grow on decaying chewing or leaves, or during unfavorable condition. The pseudopodia differentiated into fruiting bodies, form spores, or dispersal of these spores form due to the or during the unfavorable condition. They also form spores, or can survive in severally throughout survive for many years. Now protozoans, there are four kinds of amoebic protozoans, flagellated protozoans, ciliated protozoans, and sporozoans, flagellated sporozoans. Now amoeba is the example of amoeboid protozoans. Flagellated protozoans are trypanosoma, which cause sleeping sickness. Ciliated protozoan paramecium, gullet, through they receive their food through the gullet, or move through their food through the gullet, or move through the cilia. Now sporozoans do not have, or there is absence of locomotory organ, or spore like appearance of the living organ of the organism. Now most common example is plasmodium, which cause the malaria, which is a malarial parasite, or cause malaria in human. Now there are four kind of species found on malaria overall. So overall here is the about the protista kingdom. Now I hope you like this So here is the overall about the Protista group. I hope you like this video. Keep listening and watching me, and thank you for listening and watching me.